Hey folks, today we're here to talk about all things home buying.
That's right. If you're thinking about taking the plunge into homeownership, we've got some tips to help you navigate the process like a pro.
First up, let's talk about having a trusted advisor. Because buying a home is such an emotional experience, it's important for you to have a guide along the way.
Talk to your friends and family to make sure they have any recommendations for someone who they've used in the past or someone that they know. Next, do your own research. Check their online reviews and check their internet presence. You may even want to do an in-person interview to make sure that they're a good fit.
Most agents will offer some sort of buyer counseling session. And if they do, it's really important that you take them up on it. They're going to go over things like inspections and all the disclosures you need to know about. Next, let's chat about monthly cash flow. Before you start house hunting, take a good look at your finances.
You're going to want to crunch your numbers and make sure that you know what you can realistically afford. Consider your monthly expenses from bills and groceries and make sure to leave a little wiggle room for unexpected costs.
Next, scope out the scene. Take a look at the housing market in the area that you're interested in purchasing.
Get a feel for prices, what's available, and how quickly homes are moving. You might find that certain neighborhoods are more affordable and have better amenities, so it's worth doing your research up front.
Now, let's talk about future plans. Think about where you are going to be down the road.
Are you planning on growing a family or switching careers? It's a big investment, so you want to make sure that it suits your needs now and in the future.
Remember, ideally, you want to keep a home at least 3 to 5 years to build equity and avoid any potential losses.
And when you found the right place, it's time to make sure all the boxes are checked so that you know it's a sound investment.
First, hire a home inspector to uncover any hidden issues. They will check everything from the roof to the foundation, so you can rest assured easily knowing that you're making a smart investment. It's also essential to attend a home inspection yourself so that you can fully understand the condition of the home and what repairs may be needed.
Next, the lender will hire an appraiser to go out to the property. This is a professional who evaluates the value of your property to make sure it's worth the price that you're actually paying. And while the inspection and appraisals are taking place, you're going to want to hire a title company or an attorney's office to conduct your closing. They also do things like a title search and research the property's history to make sure that there's no outstanding liens or ownership disputes.
And they will also order a survey. This is a map of the property's boundaries, and it'll show you any easements or encroachments.
And lastly, if you're purchasing in a homeowners association or HOA, you will need to review the package of rules and regulations to make sure that you know what rules you're supposed to follow once you live there.
Now let's talk about money again. Buying a home involves more than just sticker price and monthly payment.
Factor in all your extras like maintenance costs and updates. You don't want any surprises down the road. And don't forget about closing costs. These are fees associated with obtaining your mortgage, paying for your survey and appraisal, and covering the cost of your closing company and title work. It also includes money that goes into your initial escrow account for your mortgage to pay your taxes and your insurance. They can add up quickly, so make sure you budget for them accordingly.
Now, when it comes to your mortgage, be sure you do your due diligence. Ask your realtor, friends, and family for recommendations of a great lender.
Definitely compare rates, terms, and fees to find the best deal for you. And remember to consider who you're working with. Are they a good fit personality-wise? Do they call you back when they say they will? Do they have experience? A good loan officer is so important when you are down to the wire before closing and things need to get done.
Now, let's talk about haggling. The market dictates negotiability, and the market we are in provides little to no room for negotiation with the buyer, especially if you're looking for in a desirable area and a price point that's good for everyone.
Every city and neighborhood is different, so working with an agent to determine what is a reasonable offer is key. There are many opportunities if the inspection turns up with any issues or if the home's been on the market a little while to use it to your advantage. You might be able to negotiate a lower price or ask the seller to cover some closing costs in those instances. But again, it just depends on the market.
Remember to future-proof your pad. Think about your long-term needs and make sure your new home can grow with you.
Consider things like schools and amenities and your commute. You want a home that will stand the test of time. And don't forget the resale value. Even if you're not planning on selling anytime soon, it's always good to keep that in mind.
And finally, take your time and enjoy the ride.
Buying your first home is a big deal, so don't rush it. Trust your instincts and try to have fun along the way. And remember, there's no such thing as the perfect home. It's all about finding the one that's perfect for you.